Hello there, beautiful people. This is your girl Lazy and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the red subscribe button below to subscribe, and of course the notification bell, so that each time I upload a new video you'll be the first to be notified. And if I'm a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you for your love, thank you for your support, thank you for always supporting me. I love you guys back to back. So as I promised, I'm making this video immediately after the pregnancy. Also, in this video I want to talk about being a mother in Cameroon versus being a mother in Cyprus. Okay, the first aspect I want to talk about is assistance. Concerning assistance, I prefer being a mother in Cameroon 100%, because in Cameroon, if you give birth, like when you are just leaving the hospital to the house, there are so many people that, like, you wake up in the morning, as I was seeing with my sisters when they gave birth like that. You get up in the morning, you see their friends have come to wash the baby's dresses. Some are bringing water, some are bringing food, they are bringing things, so people are happy to celebrate. They are bringing things, and you just get up in the morning, they'll warm you water, you go and bathe, you come, you drink a tea and sleep. The only thing you have to do is to breastfeed the baby, and that's all. That's how it's very sweet, and life is very easy. It's like you never even give birth. Like your mother will even come, maybe your mother, a family member will come and stay with you for 3 months. They'll treating you like they'll take very good care of you. But here in Cyprus, who be a mommy one make her help you? You come back from the hospital, you start doing things yourself. You start doing things yourself. No, you don't keep anybody. This is hustling ground. Everybody came to hustle. If somebody is coming to help you, it's just out of their own free will. Nobody will come and stay in your house for 1 month to come and help you. No, somebody like me, I was kind of lucky. I gave birth to CS, and I had my friend that came and stayed with me for like 2 weeks. She really assisted me concerning washing baby's dresses and cooking. So there I did not really stress. But when she left, I was not that strong, since it was CS, but I really struggled. So it was very stressful for me. It was stressful because wonderful, baby will be crying in the night. It's me that will get up. Nobody would, and my baby won't cry for years now. Baby will cry in the night. I'll be the one to get up, struggle. Even I'm feeling pains, I'll have to pet the baby until the baby fall asleep. And my baby, it was like, he was not kind of breast milk. He was not a fan of breast milk. If you give him breast milk, it's like you are just provoking him. So if I give him milk, I'll have to struggle with him, dance with him with the pains I was feeling in my tummy. I'll have to dance with him until he falls asleep again. So it's not really easy here in Cyprus. If you are giving birth, say, just know that you are on your own. No, you are on your own. Your friends can come in the afternoon, maybe they will help you to do 1 or 2 things, but it's not that regular. It's not that regular. It's not, so no, they'll not come and stay for 1 week, 2 weeks. No, they'll come today in the morning, they go in the evening, or they'll come in the evening and go the next morning. That's how it is here. It is not easy. If you want to have a baby here, tie your belt too, because it is not easy. No, you do not keep any family member here to help you. Even if your blood is here, it takes the grace of God for the person to come and spend time to help you. They will not tell her, I beg, I no can have a help you, any man can have a hustle. So having a baby here is very, 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 very stressful. Okay, that's it. The next point, in Cameroon, you want to go to the market, you can just say, go to the neighbor and say, I beg, I want to leave my pikin for you, I want to go market, I come back, and they will accept, they'll stay happily. Here, even if you want to go to the supermarket, you tell somebody to be with your child. It only takes the grace of God for that person to accept you. They will not accept. There are some people that they will not accept. You want to go anywhere, you have to go with your child. You are not living for anybody, because no na you and some person, no man wants to born. But no man of us for born. So if you want going even to the supermarket to go and pick up even tomatoes, you have to go with your child. Except you have friends that you have considered, like me. I have friends that they are like family here. Yeah, I have friends that they are like family. When they are at home, I want to go to the supermarket. Oh, of course, if I go with the child, they'll even be the one to call me. Why the carry picking come out where people they have? So at least I have a kind of a small family here that they really help. They really help me. But normally it is not. Even if you want to go and buy tomatoes, go with your child. In Cameroon, if there's nobody in your house, you can go and knock a neighbor and leave your child. But here in Cyprus, which neighbor you want to knock? I want to knock some white man say may take care for your pikin before they call you welfare. Say the person no go fit take care for your pikin. No, you have to go. You want to go anywhere, you go with your child. Oh. So that one I prefer me Cameroon to Cyprus. Then the next point about the well-being of the child. In Cameroon, nobody really cares about your child's well-being. Like in that aspect, I prefer Cyprus over Cameroon. In Cameroon, nobody really cares about the well-being. You can go and leave your baby with your neighbor, and then what the neighbor will do is to give the baby food. Maybe the baby will be crying seriously, and the person will why is she crying? Maybe they will beat the child on top the crying issue. They will beat the child. Why are you crying? Why are you doing? Why are you disturbing? You stress me. No. Here, if you bond up, like you are just the mother of the child. You don't treat the child anyhow. You don't beat the child. The child is crying abnormally too much, they will call you police. So in Cameroon, you can just see a mother will be working like that with the child. Maybe the child start crying, or the child start being unnecessarily naughty, and the mother will give why they cry with Emma beating me cry for. It does not happen here. If they just see you beating a child, raising your hands against a child is a very, very big crime. They will call you police, so you have to go and explain police station why you have to beat the child. You don't have any right whatsoever to beat the child. When these children here, when they start school, the first number they give them is police number. When your mother is maltreating you, call the police. When your mother beats you, call the police. If they are making you uncomfortable, call the police. That's the first number they will give you police number. So you don't beat the child anyhow here. No, it does not happen. Back there in Cameroon, if you give birth to your child, it's your decision whether you want to take the child for vaccine. In some people, the children don't even take the full dose of vaccine. But here, every child that have their pediatrician, like they have their personal doctor. If you have appointment for that child and you don't go for the appointment, it's trouble. They will start calling you. Like me, my son's doctor, if I have appointment tomorrow, today she has to call me to remind me that you have to appointment tomorrow. You have to go for appointment. And if you are going for appointment, the child, they see, and like if they see any abnormal mark on the child's body, or the child's weight is reducing, they'll start asking you questions, and they'll start putting you eye. Like the time I circumcised my child, I don't know what happened. It got so sick when I went to the hospital. When they saw, because here if you circumcise to them, you don't circumcise a little child. No, you don't circumcise a child. The child have to be 18 according to them. Then the child will decide. So you don't, today you circumcise a little child like that, they see like the child is passing through pains. So they don't, it is not okay for them, except because before I want to circumcise, I had to take permission over from the doctor, insisted before the doctor finally gave me permission to circumcise him. And when I circumcised him, I don't know, he fell sick, and we went to the hospital. They called welfare. When I went and consulted, they check the baby, check the weight, check everything, and when they saw that wound, that circumcision wound, they asked me, why did I circumcise the child? No, they asked me what happened. I said, it's circumcision. That's how they call welfare. They say it's that thing that's making the child to be sick. That's how welfare came. Ask me questions. I say, hey, wahala. Until they had to talk to the doctor. The doctor said, no, it's not the circumcision that is making the child to be sick. So you don't just do anything. Like even to circumcise my own child was like something that they had to call welfare. Welfare was coming to the hospital to check, to follow up how the baby was improving, until when I left the hospital, they were checking. So you don't do anyhow to any child here. Here, you can give birth here. Even if they don't give that child document, but they still follow up the child. They will still follow up what's up with the child. The child have to be okay. They don't have to see any unusual scratch like in Cameroon that you just go and play just for anyhow have wounds on your body. Here, if you have unusual wound, you go to for their appointment, and the doctor sees that wound, they will start ask you questions. Maybe they'll contact welfare, they'll start following you up. Your child does not run any somehow around that you are not close to that place, it's a problem. So about care, I prefer Cyprus to Cameroon, but the other things like assistance, everything, the only thing I prefer Cameroon is like you have family to help you, have people to, your friends, your neighbors, they can help you to look after the child. But about being like caring about the child here, even if you can pass it in front of police station and you slap your child, the policeman will even come and help you to beat the child. But it does not happen here. You see policeman the case to slap the kid, they spoil you. So in that aspect, that's the aspects I prefer, being a mother in Cyprus to Cameroon. So thank you so much for following this file. If you have not yet subscribed, please, how do you want me to beg you, please subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so that each time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. I will see you in my next video, or you'll see me in my next video. As for now, peace.